Happy Thanksgiving, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Happy Thanksgiving 2022.
Yeah, the year of no masks, no vax passports. We could all hang out, and nobody cares about COVID, man. Come on.
Nobody cares. Back to normal, right?
It's kind of weird, right? I was just talking about it tonight, how last year we were still in the throes of vaccine passports, man.
Yeah, you were getting all oh, yeah, that's right. It was like still hardcore.
Mike, we've gone through a time warp, I swear, because Emma and I we had our own little private Thanksgiving this year. As everyone knows, we had the cat saga, and we had to cancel our plans last
Still
minute.
mourning the dollars lost.
I'm still upset. My wallet still weeps. But, we were talking about how last year we went up to our friend's house. They had just had a baby. They live in a mountain town. And prior to heading up there, they kind of floated, what our vaccine status was. In whether or not we would, take a test. We didn't. We didn't mention it. We just went up there and visited. Nobody talked about it. Nobody cared. But that was 2021, dude. That was last year. That was just this past Thanksgiving.
That's crazy.
I think that's crazy. I think really it's kind of nice to have these holidays now. We can really give a little perspective to how insane people were acting just 1 year ago.
Yeah. And the year before that was even worse.
I'll give you the year before that. But by 2021, come on, we should have had a little bit of reason, a little sensibility floating around amongst us. But no. If you suggested anything other than the narrative, you were a total conspiracy nut job.
Yeah, the Vax passport. That's crazy. That was last year.
Last Thanksgiving, just 1 year ago, we were talking vaccine passports, man.
And then a year later, people voted, and it wasn't even on anybody's mind. Nobody cared. It was, if you will, bottom of mind for most voters.
That's right. Pete Buttigieg's favorite position, if you will.
You know it.
Absolutely. Bottom of mind. Great call. I just really, I had a good day of reflection today. It was an excellent Thanksgiving, and the fact that I didn't have to work during the week here. I had just, I was chilling today, drinking some cold beers, watching football, and I got to really thinking about how, we have gone through quite the ringer here in the last year, and it was just a year ago we were talking vaccine passports. People were losing their jobs. Really, we were looking at some very scary fascist times just 1 year ago.
Yeah,
and now here we are, man. 12 months later, COVID what? Vaccine who?
And those same people that were doing that then ran on saving democracy.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. And won.
They won. Yeah.
On that platform. Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot to be thankful this year, my man. I'm thankful that sensibility and logic took hold, and maybe, just maybe, fear took over those in power, and they realized they didn't have enough energy to go through with the, you must get vaccinated to participate in society, get groceries, live your life, have a job. We're fortunate. I'm thankful that we didn't go there. I'm thankful for guys like Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, for real.
The fact that we had people standing up to the mob.
It was really one of those you had to have somebody stand up.
Oh, yeah. So.
They needed everybody to go along with it.
Lot to be thankful for this year. I'm also I'm thankful that gasoline is 30 cents cheaper than it was 3 months ago, but $3 more expensive than it was 3 years ago.
It's insane. That is insane.
I guess I should be
That
thankful.
kills me.
Yeah.
They're like celebrating. Did you see the list of achievements?
Oh, I imagine there were so many they couldn't read them off in time. And
Did the White House literally released a list of things you should talk about with your Republican uncle?
oh, nice.
And it was
Really?
all the fucking things that the Democrats have achieved. It was
Hell
insane.
yeah.
You didn't see that on Twitter?
No, I did not see this. And what were some of these achievements that they were talking about?
I'm trying to find it real quick.
I imagine one of their achievements must be some sort of inclusivity. Like they have all these different people from different walks of life, right? They got the lesbians and the trannies, and they got the people of BIPOC, right? The BIPOC representatives, and then you got. I'm sure. Well, we all remember Pete Buttigieg. He was out there breastfeeding his newborn adoptees earlier in the semester for the Biden administration. That was good times. I liked the breastfeeding moment.
Dude, so I couldn't find the list, but I just found something insane. Oh, no, this is old. Never mind.
Oh, it's old news. Look, here's the best part. You could just go to Google right now and be like, give me top 5 Biden administration achievements. And do you know what's happening? Mike's gridlock. He can't find anything. Nada. You can't even Google it. Google's on his side. That's how bad it is. That's how few achievements there are right now. You're literally Googling them in real time, and there are none. You can't find any. Not even a clip. Not even like a little YouTube video of someone who's on their side supporting them. Hey, you don't have any what are those dingleberries, the Pod Save America jabronis, right? They don't have any clip of them out there. You can't Google that right away. Like, oh, Pod Save America says so many achievements. Don't even have enough podcast time to talk about how many achievements we got. We're overflowing on achievements for this podcast. Can't even talk about it. So many achievements. No, doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
It's the world we live in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I found it. You ready for this one, man?
I am excited.
So the one that all right, so this is the best part because the number one thing they have on the list, right?
Oh yeah.
Of President Biden's top accomplishments for when chatting with your uncle at Thanksgiving. Number 1 is tackling inflation and lowering costs.
All right. I don't know about that one.
The first bullet point under that is gas prices are down by $1.35 a gallon since June.
Oh, yeah.
And inflation is moderating.
Oh.
That's the first talking point of the whole list.
Strong. Good start. All right, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, they're saving, and remember they saved Americans with hearing loss up to $3,000 on hearing aids?
Say what now? I can't hear you.
You got me on that one.
Sounds like this is going as well as the student loan debt relief.
Dude, you want to hear the best part? This is one of the best parts of the list.
All right.
In big bold letters,
the
number two category.
We're talking bold here. Nice.
This is bold. Took on Big Pharma.
What?
And won.
What? You are Big Pharma. What?
They took it on, Frank. And they won, baby. We won. They won.
That's like Carmen Electra saying she took on Big Porn and won.
Frank, they won. They put a cap on insulin to $35.
What? Is this a joke? No way. Dude, they're slapping their Big Pharma dick right in our faces, man. That's literally what's going on here. I'm telling you. This is hilarious. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they won. No, they won.
That's their number one advertiser. Like, go turn on any news channel that's brought to you by Pfizer.
Have you seen it recently? Because I heard they lost.
Who, Pfizer?
Yeah. Biden won. It's in his list.
Oh, Biden won. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. America, baby. Yeah.
Biden won by providing them all the airtime they needed.
I think
right?
is this gaslighting? Are we experiencing gaslighting? Is that what's
Oh,
going on?
dude, absolutely. Because then the next thing is worked with Republicans to rebuild America's infrastructure.
What, dude?
Yeah,
What?
they're rebuilding roads and bridges, investing in passenger rail and public transit. Do you guys understand traffic is so bad in Chicago because everybody's too afraid to ride the fucking rails?
Oh, is that really what it is?
That's my opinion, dude. Because when I heard it from somebody, just another plumber, and I kind of agree. You look on the platforms, dude, and there's nobody riding the fucking L, and the traffic is incredible.
We were discussing traffic a few episodes ago. You brought up the idea of the government essentially, right, controlling your car to make traffic more efficient. Is that correct?
Yeah, right. Did you see that article? You sent me that article.
Yeah, it was in the Associated Press. They literally have been experimenting on using AI to essentially control traffic. It works.
Yeah, because all you got to do is open up space. We're assholes. All you have to do is stop people from being assholes, and you open up traffic.
Yeah, it's like they have been working on it. They're testing it out. I think they could do it already. You brought up a great point. Pretty much any car produced after 2017, you can bet your ass the government has a way to infiltrate it and control it.
Yeah.
If they
yeah, just ask Ann Hirsch.
Just ask Ann Hirsch. Oh, too soon?
I gotta get rid of my 2021.
Oh, that's
Fuck.
it. Oh,
I did an old truck.
Oh, man. Oh, was that the doorbell? Ray Epps, get him out of here. Get out of here, Ray.
Hell yeah, Ann Hirsch, Paul Walker.
Yeah, I really am on board with the belief that these sensors are controllable. They're talking about it now. You know, when they introduce it into the mainstream news cycle, you know they've been doing it for years. They got that technology. They're on it.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're just teasing us with it and, dipping that toe into the water, if you will, and testing it out.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
And at first, it's for your, Frank, it's for you. We're going to open up traffic.
Right.
It's going to be great. And then it's, oh, Frank, you don't have the credit score to start your car.
That's right. Or
remember, what's that, Fifth Element?
Yeah, absolutely.
He had the points on his
He has
cab.
the points, yes, exactly. It's a credit. It's a social credit score. I've brought up the point, oh, sorry, you've tested positive for COVID. You can't leave. Your car won't start for 14 days. Sorry, sir.
Oh, God.
Right? Car won't start until you test negative for COVID.
Oh,
Scary
God,
shit.
Could you imagine?
Good call on the Fifth Element, though. You're right. He gets these deduction in points to where his license isn't usable at some point. That is. Did you see Klaus Schwab? It was floating around earlier today. He was quoted in an interview talking about how China is the standard for the World Economic Forum. Like, they want the rest of the world to follow the China standard.
Well, did you see the compliance?
Oh, it's almost 100%.
Makes me come every time I see it. Every time I watch those surveillance tapes.
It's a dictator's wet dream, no doubt. I imagine if you're an authoritarian of some sort, you would love to have your filthy little hands on a little China situation.
Controlling the population with drones?
Wow, it's beautiful.
That's insane, man. We are. Wow.
Not only drones, they control the population with a phony virus, man.
Yeah, they're still locking down. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. It's fucked up.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about how it's crazy we did it last year.
Literally, we're 1 year removed. People, we're goldfish. What the fuck's going on here? Did we forget how, it was yesterday, it was 5 minutes ago that we were fucking talking masks and lockdowns.
Yeah, but so much has happened since then, dude. I mean, Jay Leno got burned.
I know, Jay Leno got burned. Pete Davidson's dick's been in 5 models. I can't keep up, dude. It's unbelievable.
So many women have fucked Pete Davidson. It's crazy.
Which, by the way, did you catch? I opened the show with Blurred Lines from Robin Thicke. Do you remember that song, Blurred Lines?
No, I don't.
Oh, so Blurred Lines, it was huge. It had the video with the naked chicks walking around, and then it was Pharrell and Robin Thicke. It was just a few dudes in suits standing there with these naked chicks walking around them, ogling them, essentially.
Isn't Robin Thicke gay?
It doesn't matter. They're all gay, I'm sure, but the point of it is, and the reason...
yeah. Pharrell, you're singing like that. You gotta be gay.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the happy guy.
No straight guy is fucking singing like that.
No, nobody's talking about being happy. So... No man, at least.
Oh, gay used to mean. Was that his coming out song?
I think it was. Good catch. Good catch.
Wow. I'm happy. Like, wow.
So Emma brings it to my attention, and I had already noticed it, but she says, "Oh, did you see Pete Davidson? He's dating this Emily Ratajkowski lady." And I said, "Oh, all right. Well, I don't particularly find her to be as attractive as everyone seems to think she is. I get it. She's a babe. She's got the big titties."
Yeah, no, dude. He is the king of having sex with women you're supposed to want to have sex with.
Yes, good call, right? Man. Yes.
Like, I just don't want to have sex with Kim Kardashian.
Like Ariana Grande? I got no desire there. Are you kidding me? She looks like a plastic doll. Why would I want anything to do with Ariana Grande? But like dude, that's a phenomenal call. He's moving on from pussy to pussy of chicks that I never would want to get laid with.
But you're supposed to want to.
But yeah, we're all apparently supposed to be infatuated with as men.
And every guy you talk to is like, "No, dude, have you seen the ass? Have you seen that? Yeah, that fucking nasty, disgusting, like fake, out of shape ass."
So Emma's talking about Emily Ratajkowski, whatever this chick's name is, and I said, "Yeah, do you know what she's famous from?" And she says, "No, actually, quite frankly, no, I don't know what she's famous from." And I said, "She's the naked chick with the great tits from that Robin Thicke video from 10 years ago."
Really?
And it's true. We looked it up. And I just played I played the song for the opening here. That's it. That is her claim to fame, man. She's the chick with the great tits from that video from 10 years ago.
She's got to have like an OnlyFans or something now.
I assume she does some sort of pornography on some level, but... It was fantastic pulling it up.
Great tits?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
She's got a great body. This video was huge. I distinctly remember when it came out, all the dudes everywhere were so obsessed with it. And then, of course, you do a little Googling on the song Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. It's literally considered now universally like the most, sexually... disgusting song, and it's like it promotes rape culture. I saw it's even in the Wikipedia. It says like a promoter of rape culture. And
it's called Blurred Lines.
Yeah, man.
He blurred the lines, baby.
Absolutely, dude. Hey, look, he made it work. All right, I'm not gonna hate the player here, but
don't hate the player. You never hate the player.
Never hate the player. Anyways,
no doesn't mean no until you say it 3 times.
Well, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to agree or disagree, but
I stole that joke. I forgot from who.
What I love about it all is we got Pete Davidson, right? King Dong, who's just going around perusing all of Hollywood. Everyone's obsessed with this dude. And he's banging now this chick, Emily Ratajkowski, or whatever her name is. And you ask anybody, nobody knows why she's famous. She's not an actress. She's not a great singer. She can't balance like 10 plates on her nose like that Asian chick we saw at the fucking Nuggets game.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No talent like that, dude. Nothing.
Yo, Pete Davidson, go hook up with that Asian chick, man. Imagine what she would do with her feet.
No. He's with this chick because she has a great rack from some music video 10 years ago. I don't know.
It's a weird situation, the Pete Davidson. How big is this dick? I mean...
It's legendary from what I'm hearing.
Yeah? Really big, huh?
We're talking kickstand status from what I understand, dude.
Yeah? All right.
I don't know. Does it really matter that much? I guess. You kind of nailed it, actually, and I never really piece that together, but like the chicks he's with,
And he's kind of a guy that like women are supposed to want to fuck, but like when you talk to normal girls, they're like, no.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what you want to do, people, and this is the truth. You want to grow up, find yourself a nice Japanese lady. And then you could be part of the Japanese culture. And then you could be proudly associated with the group of people who, at the end of the World Cup, for reasons beyond any of our understandings, are quite possibly the nicest, greatest people on the planet. And these... You want to be associated, if you get the chance, with the Japanese because...
This is a true testament to the nuclear bomb. We need to nuke more countries. Do you see how nice people are after you nuke them?
So humble. It's unbelievable.
They don't want to get out of line one bit.
This is a quickie, and I really enjoy this. We need more of this in humanity.
Take a look at how some of the Japanese fans there celebrated that big win.
Cleaning up?
They cleaned up the stadium. It is a classy post-match tradition carried out at several major tournaments. Fans walking up and down the rooms, making sure all of the garbage has been picked up.
What's the saying? Leave a place better than you found it?
They do it. Those Japanese fans do it. Your boy's been watching.
My kids are hardcore soccer fans. I mean, I've told you, up in the middle of the night, the moon is high in the sky, and they're watching soccer. So it's an exciting time.
Big match today, of course, between Team USA and England this afternoon, 2:00 Eastern.
They lost. But,
Then we cut over to the USA England where they've left beer, bodies,
They cut to the game. There's an English dude just shitting on the floor, and American dude beating the crap out of another guy. Ridiculous.
The Japanese cleaned up after themselves. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
The footage is incredible. They're literally like combing through the stadium, just cleaning up.
You know what it is? They went to Qatar where there's like no booze, there's no gays. It's like, man, are we in heaven?
Oh man.
Let's keep this place nice and clean.
You nailed it in our previous episode where we were kind of going over the situation there in Qatar. And Americans, and not just Americans, Westerners, we'll throw in the UK and a lot of the Europeans in there. Animals. Drunk animals, man.
Animals, yes.
We're filthy. It's unreal. And to have a little class thrown in our face from time to time, I welcome this. I'm all for this. We deserve it. Throw it in our face. I like it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful clip.
Yeah, you see all these like old elderly Asians just walking through and picking trash.
Japanese, man, so humble. Probably the superior race.
You talking Japanese or Asian in general? I mean, the Chinese been around for a long time, man.
Yeah, Asian for sure, and the Japs are the best of the best.
Really?
Oh, Asians are the best. Asians are the best humans. Japs are the best Asians.
It's crazy how a Western society, American culture, went so far away from the cultures who have existed for thousands of years. It's like we took a look. We were taking a look at something that worked for 1,000 years and said, "Nah, let's go be more destructive."
Oh, we're so ignorant. We're so ignorant that we just came up with a story like, "Nah, world was created 5,000 years ago," and these guys are like, "My family's been in charge for 10,000 years." We're like, "Nope, God created it 5,000 ago." All right.
You remember that shot of Xi Jinping talking to Trudeau? We laughed about it, and
when he was wearing the fucking the Chinese outfit.
It's from this summit they had like a week ago, and through the translator, Xi Jinping's telling Trudeau like, you need to shut your mouth and keep your people in line, essentially, and stop the leaks and all this stuff. And He walks away. The look on Xi's face, it's like, idiot. And he's like shaking his head and walking away. You see it. It's just, he doesn't even need to speak English. You see the mindset there. And, just to think, like, you have this guy representing thousands of years of culture and tradition.
Wow.
And he's talking to this moron from Canada.
This fucking bastard of Fidel Castro.
like the ignorance.
Dude, I never even thought about that.
Like
this guy's ancestors sat in councils with the greatest leaders, the greatest kings and emperors of the world, right?
For thousands
and now here
he
is with Trudeau and Trump.
And Biden.
Biden's falling asleep on him.
Like, this is it? This is thousands of years of representation, and here I am.
Think about everything he had to sit through. Biden, Trump, Bush.
Dude.
But Bush offered him cocaine at least twice.
And Barry Obama offered him at least a blowjob, right? Come on, that. Classic Barry Soetoro, that sick fuck.
Yo, he's definitely gay, huh? Definitely rides that train.
I just watching that video of Xi Jinping just being like, get your country and your shit together, fool. And then walking away, shaking his head. It's like, this man's representing thousands of years of tradition. And you're representing 100 years of buffoonery, and you can't even get it together, man. Come on, dude. We're embarrassing. The West is
Sometimes
so embarrassing.
I think you didn't even inherit your father's communist beliefs. He really had the heart for it. I don't know.
Have you ever even initiated a genocide in your life? Come on, man. Get with it.
How many people have you killed? 4 million? Come on. Just 4? Oh my god.
Do I gotta lock you up with the Uyghurs? Come on.
So sad.
It just really is amazing how much history there is behind the Chinese. We'll just leave it with the Chinese, but even the Russians, man. I mean, we talk about Putin and Russia like it's these fools from this rogue country of idiots, And
Ukraine, dude, we're literally like, oh no, Ukraine's its own country, it has nothing to do with Russia. We established that 60 years ago,
from
right?
a country that's been around for thousands of years, man.
All Russians came from Ukraine 1,000 years ago. It's the motherland of Ukraine.
Our country's been around for 250 years. We're acting like we know what we're talking about the world fucking borders. Like, come on. Get with the program, man. You know where the border is. We gotta send some nukes over there? Teach you a lesson? So ridiculous. The hubris, the unbelief, the ego for us to think that we have any say on a world scale with these fucking people representing. That's why you look at videos of Putin. He has the Ted Cruz look. You're like,
right, just unimpressed.
Totally unimpressed with everything you're saying. What's your culture? What, woke? Unimpressed. We've squashed this. We've wiped this out in many generations before.
No gays.
Have you seen how many black people there are in Russia? Case in point.
Except for the black hookers for the certain oligarchs that like that flavor. None.
Russia likes to cheat at the Olympics, and even there, they still don't have black athletes. It's unbelievable. They still, even there, refuse to cross that line, dude. They'd rather juice their athletes than get black athletes. They're just, nope, no blacks.
They got labs all across Russia trying to make white men faster. And every scientist is coming back to Putin we should just recruit a black guy.
Yeah, just get a black dude. He could bang one of our white chicks. We'll have a hybrid. It'll be incredible. It'll be the fastest Russian you've ever seen. No!
Could be another formula.
We'll just find a better steroid, an undetectable steroid.
Everything they literally built hidden tunnels to pass piss through a wall. All you gotta do is just hire a black guy, man. Come on. Go to Zimbabwe, Or no, where are they from? Kenya.
I don't know. Have you seen France's soccer team? They're all black. It's unbelievable.
Why do you think they opened the border to the Haitians when that fucking earthquake came?
Look at Italy's soccer team. It's unbelievable. Like,
those are actually Italians. They just sat out in the sun.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah, they're the olive pickers. Family of ours.
Can't go out too long, you know.
Oh man. Oh, dude, the Ukraine, dude, that has like disappeared, man.
Oh, it almost disappeared with FTX.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they hitched a ride with Sam Bakerfield or whatever that guy's name is. They're out of here, dude.
He's off to the Bahamas. That's where you'll find Zelensky.
Yeah,
now he's wearing a green swimsuit with pockets. The Bahama, much peace.
Oh man, yeah, it's Zelensky and Fauci. They're just getting away for a little bit, you know, just catching some rays, you know, getting out of the limelight for a second. We did a bit of Fauci the other day because he did have his swan song, and I had another slight quickie mic that was floating around, and I hope you like it. This could be our last Fauci, so I'm not gonna lie. I have a couple saved up that I may toss out over the next month or so.
Fauci will never go away, dude. I promise you.
You're right. He's a rash. It's unbelievable.
There's always a first pitch to throw out. You know?
That's right. This is a quickie, Fauci. This is just for you. Huge fan of this. Here we go.
Vaccinated and unboosted versus vaccinated plus boosted. That doesn't mean you shouldn't get boosted, but the real danger is in the people who have not been vaccinated. So that's where we expect, if we're going to see a problem this winter.
Yeah.
Dude, I know exactly where that came from. He's admitting that the boost doesn't help at all.
Is that what that is?
Actually, the booster is now looking like it weakens your immunity to COVID.
Washington Post had an article out yesterday, and it said that statistically speaking, it is true. Mostly vaccinated are dying now from COVID.
Yeah, it's now the pandemic of the vaccinated.
The pandemic of the vaccinated,
which is what we said was going to happen. It's almost like we're smarter than the virologists. Or they've been lying and they were just bought and paid for.
Starting to seem like they were bought and paid for. I like the pivot from Fauci. I like what he's trying to say, just in the sense that, well, it's not really a pivot, but it's kind of a last-ditch effort of, do you remember last year Biden's, it's going to be a dark winter?
Oh, yeah.
This really kind of echoes that for me a little bit. But it doesn't really land, because how do you go out there and say this kind of shit at the same time the Washington Post, a literal mouthpiece of the Democratic Party, which is, I mean, Democratic Party, Pfizer, hand in hand at this point.
Hand in hand.
So, you know, you're talking about the same group. And so Washington Post goes out there and says, hey, actually, if you got the vaccine, you're going to probably die from COVID, statistically.
Well, I think like the Washington Post is now going to start reporting on it. I think you're seeing rats jumping ship. I think a lot of guys are now going to try to cover their ass because of the Republicans are going to start opening up committees.
They are. And so what are we going to see? Is this going to be the Fauci great pivot, or is Fauci going to go dig his heels in because he has to? Maybe he's the last one, right? And he's just got to say, no. Get those boosters. Get the shots. You have to get it.
He doesn't think he did anything wrong.
Ooh.
You know?
That's not good.
No. I don't think he'll go down for it at all.
No, come on, man. I'm so on board with Fauci going down.
Nope. Nobody ever goes down for anything, but I think the truth will come out. And then you're going to have some like middle manager at Pfizer who's going to go to jail for 2 years. Pfizer will pay a fine. That'll be it.
What's
and all you kids with myocarditis, we're really sorry.
J&J signed a major contract with a company that distributes these heart pumps for people with myocarditis.
Wow.
Huge contract for J&J.
So the same people killing you are selling you the cure?
Take this shot. Take the second shot. You know what? Go take 4 more boosters of this shot. And then when your heart is about to explode, buy this heart pump. We got the cure for what ails you.
And then don't even worry about the fact that we just bought a funeral service.
That's right. Need a coffin? J&J Coffins. Check out our website. Cheapest on the market.
It's actually much cheaper if you bundle it all together. You're going to be using them all within a year anyways, so.
You think we'll get more Fauci? I have a couple more clips I'm going to probably spread out over the next week just because his little swan song thing was a big deal. We hadn't seen him in a while. And again, it's the holiday season. I think he's taking the big dip out.
Yeah, he said he's going to retire in December. He's gone. Dude, he's going to keep making appearances. You're going to see him on MSNBC.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
I think the next time we see him, it'll be he's going to be called to testify.
I don't know.
It's going to be funny. It's going to be really funny.
Yeah.
Little weasel.
I got to give it to, we always shit on Tucker Carlson a little bit, but I do got to give it to him. I turned on CNN right before we turned this on.
Oh, yeah.
And CNN is just playing some, movie about, the environment dying because of, I don't even know. I don't know. But, then I turn on Fox News, and Tucker Carlson's actually live on Thanksgiving. And they were talking about the puppies that are finally getting released from Fauci's puppy mill.
The fucking beagles, they're being saved?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it took a while. It was tragic.
Pretty sad. Poor puppies. They look so cute. Beagles are the cutest dogs.
What did Tucker's a huge fan of it. He's clearly an animal lover, and he was kind of invested into that story more than anyone else I've really noticed prior. Except for us, we love the beagle story because it's pretty funny.
It's so funny. Yeah, no, a lot of them have already been adopted, but they're still, it's a long process. There's 40,000 beagles.
I do want to preface, by the way, that we don't find it funny that these beagles were tortured, but we find it funny that Fauci is such an evil character. He's so evil that he tortured not just dogs, but beagles, man.
Beagles.
Puppy beagles. Like the cutest fucking animals.
Whose ears are too big for their heads.
You can't get much cuter than these little fucking creatures. And this guy, he's so filthy evil and just horrible. That was his puppy of choice to torture.
He looked at a little beagle puppy and said, "Perfect. Cut the spinal cord, stick it in a box, put some botflies on its face." That's so evil.
Yeah, he might be the most evil.
And you think he's going away? Come on.
I think he's the fall guy.
Listen. COVID was the repeat three-peat. He had AIDS. COVID's the repeat three-peat. He ain't coming back at that level, but he's gonna do a Wizards tour.
All right.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna do a couple seasons with the Wizards. There might be another gay flu or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Monkeypox too. Come on, man.
Yeah, you'll see something like that with him.
Well, speaking of Fauci and the vaccine, if you will, floating around the interwebs, going viral was Ice Cube the last couple days.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Pretty freaking awesome. I'm shocked at this. I have the clip of him on this podcast, I think it was. It was just him and a bunch of, we'll say fellas. And they were hip-hop fellas, right, Mike?
Yeah. Urban fellas.
Urban fellas. And they're chatting about Ice Cube's career. And I guess it was, last year, 2 years ago, that Ice Cube dropped out of some sort of movie, and it had to do with his vaccine status.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Pretty shocking stuff. I think it's really fascinating. And I like Cube. I'm going to call him Cube.
If you guys are that,
we're
you guys
close.
are that close.
We're homies. So I'm going to let Cube...
Are you from Compton?
Well, you never know. I like to travel, do a little traveling.
I drove through there.
I like to catch a good Airbnb deal, and so anywhere, I don't really pay attention to the neighborhood per se, but I follow the deal. I'm a frugal guy, so...
I find where these hip-hop artists are from are the cheapest, like Gary, Indiana, South Central LA...
It's amazing. You wouldn't believe the deals he'll get on these Airbnbs, man.
Just go to where your favorite rapper is
That's
from.
Right.
It's a deal.
And the neighbors were delightful. It was a really pleasant experience. So
I'm sure it was.
Here we go. This is Cube, Mr. Ice, and he's going to be describing, his experience trying to make a movie in Hollywood during the COVID vaccine implementations.
He did not have a good day.
I turned down a movie because I didn't want to get the motherfucking jab. I turned down $9 million.
Damn.
Because I didn't want to get the jab. Fuck that jab. And fuck y'all for trying to make me get it. So, I don't know how Hollywood feel about me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But you know what? It ain't just Hollywood no more, though. You can go through the streaming. Streaming ain't got nothing to do with
That's Hollywood, bro. Yeah,
is it really? You think so?
It is. They on some shit, but you know what I mean? Me too. I'm on some shit too. So.
Cube vision.
No, that shit indie, man.
I'm working on it. I'm hustling.
I got a few dollars. Let's put something together like the weather, man. You dig?
Don't worry about nothing.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Got a lot of things up my sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Damn, turned down $9 million.
I didn't turn it down. Them motherfuckers didn't give it to me because I wouldn't get the shot. Exactly. I didn't turn it down.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They just didn't give it to me.
Oh, because you wouldn't get the COVID shot.
Yeah, the COVID shot.
Oh,
The jab.
The jab.
Yeah.
During the pandemic.
He wouldn't let them poke.
During the
catch that
pandemic,
shit
man. The pandemic.
At all.
you didn't me either.
Nothing. Fuck them.
I didn't catch it at all.
Yeah, I didn't need that shit.
But he caught it about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, well, circumstances. I got lucky.
Yeah, me
But
too.
I ain't gonna take no shit I don't need.
Yeah, I feel you.
Man.
Wow.
That's why that population did not get it. They all have that mentality,
Pretty interesting, man.
Do you remember me saying that at the beginning? Like, that whole community, dude, they just don't want you to tell them what to do.
Yes.
They will literally not take it just because you told them to take it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times Bill de Blasio goes up there and eats a fucking cheeseburger. No one's going to go get this shot. And the more cheeseburgers you stuff in your fat, disgusting face, Bill de Blasio, the more turned off we are to get it. And it doesn't even matter the color of your skin, by the way.
No. Yeah, you're right. It's just anybody who lives with that mentality of an independent mind,
Just Ice Cube, the way he spoke right there, the way he just so matter-of-factly said it, I felt the same way as him.
Yeah.
I had the same thought process. I'm not taking that shit.
Yeah, no, and who are you to tell me to take it?
Oh, I need to show you proof that I took it to work here? Good luck with your job.
Yeah.
You can find someone else. No thanks. I find that to be funny that now we can openly discuss it, but I would say let's go back once again, 1 year ago, 2021, this time, could people like Ice Cube openly go onto a podcast and discuss this? No, he'd turn into Kyrie Irving overnight.
Oh, yeah, you would have been taken off YouTube, taken off you probably couldn't even publish that podcast.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah. But now you're gonna get the blue banner of the COVID misinformation on Spotify,
Right. Which we all love. It's a badge of honor. Thank you, Spotify. We always enjoy the COVID.
I'm not trying to be like that guy, but honestly, if it has that banner, like if there's a Joe Rogan episode, I'm more likely going to listen to it if it has that banner.
Absolutely. I mean,
so you guys are really fucking yourselves.
No, if you put the blue COVID-19 information banner on an episode, I'm gonna hit it. I want to hear.
I see the blue banner, and then all I see is like doctor or whoever. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna listen.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be interesting. You might have something I want to hear. Yeah. That's weird. And you don't see the blue banner for COVID on like Dax Shepard's armchair expert show.
No.
Like you don't get the blue banner there, but you get the blue banner on Joe Rogan.
Dude, so have you seen the new movie on Netflix, The Bubble?
I have not.
It just came out. It's funny. It's definitely watchable.
You never tell me ahead of time to watch these movies. We could do a full-on review, man.
I just caught it today.
It's unbelievable.
My bad.
Tell us about the... I'm
just made me think about it because it is the oddest cast you've ever seen. Like, you don't really know how these people got put together. Like, David Duchovny's in it.
Oh, I love David Duchovny. Huge fan.
Huge, yeah, he's really good. But then like the chick from Knocked Up.
The chick,
not the pregnant one, but the mom with the kids.
Oh yeah, definitely. Leslie Mann, maybe if I'm thinking correctly, but
she's beautiful for an older woman.
Might be a little off on my
like the redhead,
my actress there, but
like she's in it, and then
Leslie Mann, I imagine, is who you're talking about.
Yeah. Then there's that Hispanic dude from Narcos.
This is an incredible cast, actually. Quite the you got Pedro Pascal, who is also, I believe that might be the Narcos man, but he's from Mandalorian. Big fan of that show. Fred Armisen is in this, along with David Duchovny. You got Keegan-Michael Key, Kate McKinnon from SNL. This is quite the cast, man. Okay.
It's like a weird cast, though, right?
Well, it seems quirky. There's a lot of comedians on there, a lot of SNL influence from what I'm seeing.
I guess it is all SNL, yeah.
It's also
David Duchovny threw me off.
It's a comedy directed by none other than Judd Apatow, who has quite a few great comedies under his belt.
Yeah, it's a pretty good, funny movie, and it's about making a movie during the quarantines. Or during like when Hollywood was making them do The Bubble.
Oh, interesting. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so it's really funny how they make fun of how stupid the like the 2-week quarantines were and everything.
So it's a rip on, The Bubble, and
kind of fun, and on Hollywood in itself.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bubble reminds me of the NBA bubble, which took place in Orlando during the 2020 lockdowns.
That's so stupid.
It's where LeBron and the Lakers dominated and won their only championship with this current unit. You could think what you want. Put a little asterisk there if you believe.
Say Michael Jordan didn't need a pandemic in a bubble to win one.
We could all agree on that one, Mike. Definitely.
Yeah, good movie though. It's pretty funny.
Watchable, you said?
I said watchable, yeah. I like that. I love that dude, Fred Arms, whatever. What's his name?
Fred Armisen, very hilarious. He does the Portland show.
Portlandia was so funny. Yeah, it got old towards the end, but What's that movie? Democracy Now?
Well, that's the show. I don't know about the movie.
No, Documentary Now.
Documentary Now, absolutely hilarious.
So fucking funny,
yes.
man.
Yeah, he does that with Bill Hader, I believe.
Yeah, dude, that's the best duo you'll ever get.
So The Bubble, I'm a little surprised here. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has an approval rating of 21%.
Oh, that's how you know it's good.
It must be very offensive and hilarious then.
20... Has that ever let us down?
No, well, if it's rotten, it's good. That's how
right. Yeah. That's what I mean.
21%. And so it's The Bubble, and it's about, according to you, Mike, it's essentially based on the ridiculousness of the COVID restrictions. And
of trying to make a movie during the COVID restrictions.
Right. Okay, This sounds hilarious. I'm going to check it out. I bet you it's more than watchable. I'm willing to assume. The fact that it got 21%, it means the critics are these liberals, man, so far up their own fucking butts. It's just not even, you can't even read liberal anything anymore. Publications of any type.
Dude, 79% of you assholes shouldn't be critics. You are out of touch with what people like. You know? What do the people have it at?
I just caught the Rotten Tomato on here. It has an average rating of 3.9 out of 10.
Jesus.
Look, your problem right now too is it's not just the critics. Like
you know what I just thought of? There's no trannies.
There you go.
I'm not really sure who's gay or not.
And also, the director's not black.
Yeah, there wasn't like...
If there's no black director, it's not a genius
there were black people in it, but they didn't really make a big deal out of the blackness, you know? So it's like...
There's
what's the point?
The Ant-Man movie coming out next. They have the new big bad for the MCU. He's this black fella, Jonathan Majors, a great actor. Apparently he does really great stuff. He's been in incredible roles. He showed up in the Loki series, and all these reviews, Mike, were calling his performance, quote, genius. Genius. A genius performance. Genius. Like, that's a comic book fucking movie, first of all. Nobody should be doing a genius performance of anything. But okay, I get it. You finally got the black dude in the big fucking role, and now it's not Mike, it's not a great performance. It's not brilliant. It's genius.
It's genius.
Genius.
Yeah, I know. It's like you got it's
crazy.
It's terrible because that guy knows it, right?
But I'm sure this genius actor and this genius portrayal of this comic book character to this actor, Jonathan Majors, who's probably British, he probably does theater, probably gives no fucks about any of these fucking movies or MCU or Marvel. Money. He got fucking fat bags of cash to play these stupid roles.
He probably did some like independent film in college that he, to him is like the most genius.
I bet you go see art. Jonathan Majors in theater in some off-Broadway show, and for him, those are probably his genius performances. Like, get out of here. But also, dude, the MCU has been around for 15 years now. This is the genius performance, this moment in time, because he's black. Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. There's been some fucking pretty good performances. Genius? I don't know.
What about when Chris Pratt grabbed the Infinity Stone with his bare hand?
That's what I'm saying. So
it didn't blow up?
Genius. Genius. Genius.
That
Mike.
Was genius.
I don't know.
No, you're right, dude. That's insane. You're just fucking pandering.
You're pandering. It's bullshit, and it's kind of gross to read. You know what's genius? This is what's actually genius. There's a scene in the original Avengers where Iron Man, and it's Robert Downey Jr. and the Hulk, and they're not they're just hanging, they're talking about stuff. And Robert Downey Jr. apparently hid food on set without the other actors knowing, and he starts eating these blueberries, and he offers blueberries to everybody on the scene, right? And it's totally improv, okay? And the Hulk, the guy who plays the Hulk, he takes them and starts eating them, and then he turns and offers them to the dude who's playing Captain America, and Captain America's an uptight dude, and he totally says, no. He's like, no. It's like, no, I don't want it. You know what I mean? It's fucking that's a genius scene. That's fucking genius. You guys fucking... The dude pulls out blueberries. That's not part of the fucking script, and you guys all play the characters. You guys stick to the roles and fucking either accept or deny the fucking blueberries. That's genius.
Yeah, it's genius. Right. You ad-libbed it.
But because this guy's black and he's in the scene, genius! Jaws, genius, brilliant! Oh my god, nobody's done this before. This is like, you know what's crazy? Like, I was thinking the other day how everyone's making stink of all these black and colored characters and actors being introduced in all these movies, and it's all Wakanda Forever and all this stuff. Where's Denzel? Denzel Washington
dude, you can't talk about Denzel.
Denzel Washington dominated Hollywood for fucking 15 years. And we're supposed to pretend...
he voted for Trump.
Did he really? Is that what happened? It's so funny.
I mean, we can forgive you for diddling kids, but dude, he voted for Trump, came out conservative, told black people to help themselves, don't wait for the government.
Everyone forgot Denzel existed. What happened to Denzel?
That's it, the equalizer. Terrible.
Denzel was the man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Denzel Washington had some genius performances.
I know. He was even protecting white girls in Mexico.
There's a scene in the movie Glory. If anyone has ever seen Glory, it's a fantastic film.
One of the best movies.
Based in the Civil War. It's incredible the way it portrays slavery. It's just a beautiful film. And
True story.
There's a scene where Denzel Washington is getting whipped for betraying the army and what have you. I can't remember the exact details, but it's complicated, right, Mike? And if I don't know if you remember, but the scene's incredible, and he's staring at the captain in the eye, and he's getting whipped. And the tears are rolling down the face. Genius!
That's a movie. That gave me the chills just thinking about it. That is a great movie. Morgan Freeman's in it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They're so young, all those guys.
Well, except for Morgan Freeman. He has looked the same for 45 years.
He looked 90 in that movie. That was 40 years ago.
Miraculously, Morgan Freeman has been 65 forever. I don't know what is going on with this guy.
He might really be God. That's insane. He literally sat next to Denzel. Denzel looks like a baby in that movie. Morgan Freeman looks like his grandpa. I think he plays his grandpa. 40 years later, now they look the same age.
Exactly the same. But Morgan Freeman, unchanged. It's That's the genius move. What you need to do is look old immediately at 22. If you can change your look to look old at that age, you never change.
That's a genius move, yeah.
So Morgan Freeman
always played the old guy. You have a much longer career.
There's no difference between Morgan Freeman now and then Shawshank Redemption and Glory and Seven. He's been in so many movies throughout the decades. He's the exact same guy. Bruce Almighty, all of them, literally identical.
Yeah, genius move.
You know what he's doing? It's called the Harry Styles. See,
I knew you were going to bring it up. So when he gets home, he takes off all that black dot shit on his face. And...
I was just thinking, at home, he's got a wig that's got the gray fade on the hair on the sides, It's the same hair. He just takes it off. Who knows what's going on underneath, but he's got that same wig with the gray fade.
The Harry Styles, man. That's a genius move.
Harry Styles.
If you can pull it off.
I love calling it the Harry Styles. It might be the greatest non-conspiracy conspiracy of all time.
Dude, you want to hear Dad's conspiracy?
Yes.
I finally, Dad blew my mind today. He brought up a conspiracy theory that he has believed in a long time. He has said it forever. And it was finally vindicated today. Or yesterday. Dad has said forever that Baker Square does not sell you fresh pies. Baker Square freezes them. Ships them to the store. And then heats them up at the restaurant. And then you just get a reheated frozen pie.
Wow.
And Nona went there to buy one, and she got one that they forgot to cook.
It was frozen.
It was a frozen pie.
Conspiracy proven true?
It was proven true. Dad had a conspiracy theory. And it was true.
Wow.
They're serving you frozen pies.
That's horrible. People pay so much money for that shit?
Yeah.
Of course it's frozen. There's no way that's good stuff.
And you know what they told Nona when she tried to give it back? They told her to warm it up in the oven.
Wow.
Yeah. So, conspiracies all around us, man. Some of them are true.
And it's also the decline of quality in our world. You know, that facade, the curtain has been pulled away. We used to live in a world where Baker Square was a place where they baked pies, right?
Yeah, they made it there. That's why it was warm. It was hot when you got it. So good.
No longer.
All an illusion.
See? It's all bullshit.
Yeah. It
always was.
It's made probably in the same place they make the Jewel pie, you know? You might as well just go to Jewel.
Oh my God. It probably is made in the same factory.
You know? How many factories around here are making pies?
It's amazing that that is a great conspiracy, and I'm amazed that it was proven true. You would think, your whole thing is pie. Like, you would at least just be there making pies. They can't even be making
how hard is it to make the pie there? I feel like it's more effort to ship the frozen pie.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you don't even have to make the actual pie, like literally, or the crust, right? You could have the pre-made crust. I'll give you the pre-made crust.
I'll give you the pre-made crust.
Fill the shit in. They're not even filling in the shit.
And the filling could already be made. You just got to scoop it out of a tub.
Out of a bag, dude. Squeeze the bag.
Squeeze it in. Yeah, I'll give you the bag. I'll give you the pre-made crust.
I'll give you all the...
how easy do we have to make it here?
You can't even do that. You can't even squeeze the bag, put the top on, and throw it in the oven. No. It's just frozen.
You know what their argument would be, which I assume their first argument, and I might have to agree, is, but then you got to pay that guy like $25 an hour.
Because he's a baker.
Yeah. Because minimum wage is 18. Whatever it is here.
Look, if you want to expedite our culture towards having robots do everything, pay everybody $18 an hour to squeeze shit into a fucking bag, onto a fucking pie. Right? Because we're basically at the point of, well, we're not going to pay that guy to make the pie there, so we're going to have the robot do it in the factory. We're going to freeze it and then ship it there, and then the bonehead for $15 an hour is going to pop it in the microwave and send it to you.
That's it. That's all we can do.
That's all we can do.
That's all we can afford. One kid in a microwave.
I mean, it's the decline of the Roman Empire here, folks. We're not even baking fresh pies.
See, you would think that was the end, but the real end came when that one guy putting it in the microwave decided he was actually a girl.
You're right.
That's when it was the real end.
That's right.
Because you got to that point where you're just a guy in a microwave with these frozen pies. How can I make this more retarded? I'm actually a female.
That's right. Well, dye my hair blue and call me Susie, Mike. That's what I like to say.